Welcome to part 2 of the stories of my life. Now, this is the period where I share when I was involved in the music industry. Now, just like any other young person, I was very much into music. It was an important part of my life, and it still is. This covers the period when I was involved in the music industry, and I was around 12 years of age when I first started to listen to pop music. And from the money that I earned delivering newspapers door to door, 7 days a week, I had enough money to buy my own records. Records of Buddy Holly.
Peggy Sue, oh how my heart yearns for you, oh Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Oh well I love you, gal, yes I love you, Peggy Sue. Oh well I love you, gal, and I want you, Peggy Sue.
The Everly Brothers.
Here he comes, let's get these clowns. I've gotta stand tall, you know a man can crawl. Oh, he knows you tell lies and he lives on passing by. He's not a man at all. Here he comes, let's get these clowns.
Eddie Cochran, Summertime Blues.
I'm a gonna raise a fuss, I'm a gonna raise a holler about a working all summer just to try to earn a dollar. Yeah, every time I call my baby, try to get a date, my boss says,
No diet, son, you gotta work late.
sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the lockdown blues.
I was so influenced by the music that I wanted to learn to play a musical instrument. My mum's sister, my Auntie Pat, was a piano teacher. I asked her to teach me the piano, so I went for my first lesson. And that's when I heard her son, my cousin Maxie, playing the drums. Oh, right there and then, I decided I would prefer to have drum lessons instead of piano lessons, please, Auntie Pat. At that time, Maxie was doing his national service in the army and would only come home when he was on leave from duty. Therefore, having a regular drum lesson from Maxie was just not possible. I couldn't afford a drum kit, so Maxie used to set for me to practice some of the basic drum rudiments, using only a pair of sticks and a cushion. Yeah, a cushion. How could that help? Well, this was hard going. You don't get any bounce from a cushion, whereas with a real drum, you have the skin on the drum, and from hitting the drum, you get a much better bounce. I used to practice for hours and hours on my own, as I didn't have that weekly lesson from Maxie, my cousin, because he was doing his 18-month compulsory national service. However, by the time I left school at the age of 15, I was already playing semi-pro gigs with local bands in the Darlington, County Durham area. I also used to work in the working men's clubs. Now, I was underage for being in one of those working men's clubs because it was made for working men, and I was still like a 14, 15-year-old. And my cousin Maxie also used to take me to the jazz clubs. I loved that. I was only around about the age of 14 at that time, as you can see from the photo, but don't tell anybody, okay? I began to enjoy jazz, and I was listening to musicians such as Joe Morello, who was an American jazz drummer, best known for being the drummer of Dave Brubeck, and the piano guy, you remember? Take 5, the hit record? Yeah.